Hey, what is going on YouTube? My name's Edward, and welcome to Edward Sisters Production. Today, I am going to do a review of Power Rangers Time Charge Episode 11, Breakout. But before we get started with that, if you are new here, subscribe. I do Power Rangers Time Charge Episode review every single week. Subscribe so you won't miss the next one. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and a thumbs down if you dislike it. And I want to apologize if this review is a little late. I've been so busy, like that in the way school, and I promise you guys the next one will not be late. Okay, so let's get to the review. Let's get to the part where Slater's show. Let's get to Kendall Morgan. Kendall Morgan is doing a presentation at the Dino Museum talking about Ivan and the Zone of Standard and how he discovered it. 800 years ago, while discovering the prince who forced, they stopped for a drink of water. While he's drinking this drink, he discovers the gold angel. The prince looks at it and says, "Gimme!" All of a sudden, this mystery warrior with a big white coat and a sword comes and says, "That's mine!" And almost about to attack the prince until Ivan pulls him to the side and he starts fighting. And let me tell you, great fight scene. I just love it when Power Rangers have these fight scenes. It says, "Oh, wow." So then, all of a sudden, the mystery warrior then uses his thunder sword and take thunder power thing and takes out the prince and Ivan. Kendall missing. Nobody know what happened to Sir Ivan. Only they know is that the prince had the gold angel in his hand, and he decided to name after his people. Therefore, the name Zone of Sandar. And when after finishing the presentation, they're about to pack up everything, including the gold angel, until 3 limousines come up, and it is Prince Philip the Third of Sandar and his bodyguard, and they are taken with all the treasures of Sandar. And the Rangers are like, "What's going on?" Prince Philip mentioning that you're not worthy of having the treasures of Sandar in your museum. He mentioned that Tyler and Shelby pulled a stunt in the previous episode, disguising themselves as the Prince and Princess of Sandar. And he's really mad about that, and that's why he's trying to take treasure. Plus, he was a little mean to call saying, "Why you got no shoes on? What's up with your hair?" So he leaves with all the treasures of Sandar, including the gold angel. The Rangers did do nothing. And I know people are like, "Why did he do anything? Why did he do anything?" Well, sure, it's the gold angel, but it is the Zone Sandar. So technically, it belongs to Sandar. Hope that explains why they couldn't do anything. All of a sudden, the 2 frigates are outside, and which means Fury can only be a couple steps away. All of a sudden, here comes Sledge's army. Fury, Cassandra, Wrench, Curio, to 2 blue fireball monsters, and a bunch of biggest. And the bodyguards tried their hardest to protect the prince, but they were outnumbered. All of a sudden, Fury goes one-on-one with Prince Philip, saying, "Give the engine." I was like, "What engine?" And then, you know what I mean. So he takes it out and about to handle it until Coda comes in and protects him. The Ranger gonna handle the biggest, and then Coda handles Fury. And I thought that was an awesome unmorphed fight. I liked it. We can see a lot of unmorphed fights this season, and I love it. All of a sudden, Fury knocks out Coda and Philip, and they rolling down the mountain. So Coda decided to try to hide the prince from Fury. He said, "Why did you protect me after the way I treated you?" He said, and this is a point lesson to learn, kids. This because everybody has the good in them, even a mean prince. All of a sudden, this big boulder comes down the hill, something like Indiana Jones, knocks out Coda and Philip, and the gold engine has to fall out of his pocket. He tries to reach and grab it until Fury grabs it and say, "After 800 years, is the gold engine mine." Then Philip has a flashback to the day where Ivan and the prince got attacked, and it was Fury. And he said, "It was you, 800 years ago, attack Ivan and the prince." Yeah, that prince got lucky and survived. You're not. He's about to story. Fury is about to story Philip until the Ranger came in and chased them all. Kendall calls and tells Tyler to come back to the lab, grab a dial charger, and I think it will help you out. He goes to the lab. The Rangers go. We see Philip up in the mountain behind a rock. The Rangers more. Tyler comes with Rexy and gives Rexy this dial charger that Kendall create. It is number 16 is the Dino Stretch Charger. It gives Rexy the ability to stretch his thing and attack the Terror Sword from the sky. And then they go Dino Steel mode. Shelby then gives Riley her weapon, the Terror Drill, because Alexander and Curio won't expect it, and he managed to give him a surprise attack. All of a sudden, he combined his weapon, Shelby's weapon, and Cole's weapon to combine the triple strike Dino Spear and take down the first bullfight monster. Then Tyler uses his weapon and do T-Rex smash and takes down Fury. He said, "Give me the energy." Fury said, "It's mine," holding it tight in his hand. And this is when it gets interesting. That Fury inside Fury comes to have the energy, has the power to finally escape. And then the It Pack was so strong it knocked Fury and the Ranger out and demorphed them. Tyler is of course overjoyed because that's his dad. So he goes to see that's his dad. It's like, "Dad, you," and then it's like, "You're not my dad." "No, I am Sir Ivan of Sandar." And now he grabs the gold engine, and then just like in the first episode with Tyler and Shelby, his morpher appears. He puts the gold engine in there, and he morphs into he instant morph to the Gold Ranger. Yay! And then it's about to get all cracking, and he takes down all the biggest. He summons his Terror Chamber and takes down Wrench, Alexander, and Curio. But he didn't like the story. He just took them down. And then he uses Same Dark Thunder and destroy the second blue fireball monster. And Fury and Sledge is pretty much upset. Not at Fury for losing the Terror Sword, but for letting Alexander get hurt. All of a sudden, he hits the man beam, throws two of the fireball monsters. The Rangers are about to call their swords until Ivan said, "Let me handle this." And Riley mentioned that the Terror Charged Megazord is evil. Ivan says, "Not for long." He put his Terror Saber in the slot and managed to gain control of the Terror Charged Megazord, turning it from evil to good. And oh my god, this was a good Megazord fight. Oh. Then Ivan takes down both those fireball monsters, and he said, "Monster banquets." Awesome. Also, Philip then comes down the mountain. Ivan then bows, and it's like, and I know you think, why he bow down? Very simple. He actually recognized the blood of Sandar anywhere, because he's really loyal. So I thought that was interesting that Philip and Ivan have that sort of connection. All of a sudden, Ivan decides to give the gold engine back to Philip. Philip then realizes it's better off with Ivan, so he gives it back to him. Then the Ranger explains that there are 10 engines, and now there's 6, and there's 4 more to find. 4 more to find. Then Philip's limousine shows up and says, "Good luck in finding 4 of the other 4 of and we know that Philip, when he get back the golden shield to Ivan, he wanted it for himself. But don't worry, Ivan. No, I mean Philip. You get your own engine. We know you get your own engine. All of a sudden, Ivan goes to the side to like walk off, and the Ranger like, "Where are you going, dude? After being trapped with Fury for 800 years, I want to travel the world." And now is the end of the episode. And let me tell y'all, this was not only the best episode of Dino Charge, but one of the best episodes in general. Ivan makes a great addition to the team, and I'm looking forward to Philip when he comes to Graphite Ranger, and this great job to Davey Santos and Jared Blankton. They do a great job playing the roles well. They pick whoever did the casting directing for Ivan and Philip, great job. And I'm looking forward to when Philip becomes the Graphite Ranger. And also, I want to think that hopefully we get to find out where Tyler's dad is, and we get a full backstory of how Ivan got trapped inside Fury, which we do actually episode 12, Night After Night. And you know, Ivan is just a great Gold Ranger. Ivan's just awesome, and this episode is awesome. And if you missed this episode, you missed on a good treat. And that'll be it for my Power Rangers Dino Charge episode review. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, subscribe. I do Power Rangers Dino Charge episode review same week. Give this video a thumbs up. If you like it, a thumbs down. If you dislike it, share, leave a comment in the video, and follow me on social media. All the links are down in the description below. And hope to see you guys next time here on Edward Chances Production. Bye.